Hi, I've been wanting to make web terrain for quite a while now for tabletop RPGs, and so I did it. I made web terrain, and you know what? I think it actually turned out pretty good, so I'm going to take you through exactly how I did it. The goal for this project is to make a set of web tiles that can be placed on pretty much any tile set that minis can walk over. I got a 25 pack of these chipboard sheets. By the way, a list of all the materials will be in the description below. This is just the cardboard material you typically find at the end of sketchbooks. These are going to be the base for our webs. So I cut out about 6 pieces of varying sizes and shapes, and I'm also going to make one that is a 4-inch square to represent the web spell in D&D, which is a 20-foot cube, aka a 4-inch square. I did round the edges off so it's not a strict square, but I thought it would look weird with straight edges. Alright, with all the pieces cut out, it's time to make them look like stone. To do that, I'm going to use Vallejo Earth Texture. This comes in different colors, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to paint it anyways. So basically, I'm going to cover the tiles with the paste. Start with the edges. You don't want any cardboard to be exposed on the sides, and then just kind of smooth out and flatten the top. This texture paste is a great purchase. I've used it on a ton of projects, and I've yet to have to buy another one. Once every piece is covered, I let it dry and start painting. Just a basic black primer, and then I dry brushed shades of gray, going lighter with each layer, eventually doing a very light dry brush of pure white. Alright, now that the tiles are painted, it's time to finally add some webs. And for the webs, I will be using dryer sheets. It's super easy, just stretch the sheet apart carefully and slowly. You don't want to tear it, just stretch it so that it's thin and wispy and roughly in the shape of the piece you want to cover. Then I use my favorite glue brush and paint glue onto the tile and slap the webs right onto it. I like to just push it down with my hands and then paint on some glue on top as well. After that dries, I cut off the excess webs, leaving about ½ inch on the sides because I'm actually going to wrap the webs around to the bottom side. That way the webs don't just stop at the edges of the tiles. Now all the texture paste on the top of the tiles has made them kind of warp a little bit, so to counteract this I'm just going to put some black Mod Podge on the bottom. You can do this with glue, I just had some black Mod Podge available. Alright, these things are basically done. I then just took some scissors and cut off some excess pieces of web that were sticking out, and I called it good. Now I did also want to show you these disgusting looking spider eggs that I made. These are just as easy to make as the tiles themselves, and pretty much the same process. For the base, I just did a smaller circle, cut it out in cardboard, then added texture paste, then painted it, and then it was time to make the eggs. I tried to find some small styrofoam balls, but I couldn't find any small enough at my store, so I actually just ended up getting this half sphere. And then I cut out little pieces into tiny balls and squished them down. And these will be our eggs. Our little spider babies are waiting for us inside. You can paint these pretty much however you want. I did a combination of brown and green washes. Once they were dry, I super glued them in a stack on the base. Then same as before, stretch out a dryer sheet and glue it over the top. By the way, I only used one dryer sheet for this entire project. Alright, and the eggs are done and look great with the rest of the set as well. These were super easy to make and I can't wait to get them on the table for a campaign. You can also do this same technique for mini basing. I gave this nice Drider fellow a web base, and this Drider is rocking on a dryer sheet. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you make some web terrain for yourself. Let me know if you do. I'd love to see it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more RPG related content.